Hello, how are you? Today we are going to see some of the short answers for Polytechnic Engineering Physics paper. Hope you have already learned the questions detailed answer that I have uploaded so far. Today we can see some of the short answers. Today we are going to see some of the easy questions only. And the first question we are going to see is define mean free path. The average distance between two successive collisions is called mean free path. Second, define coefficient of thermal conductivity. The answer is the quantity of heat conducted per second per unit area per unit temperature gradient at steady state. The third and the fourth question remain somewhat identical. If I am going to read that, please find. The third question is the define specific heat capacity of solid. And the answer is the quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of solid through 1 Kelvin. Now I am going to read the fourth question. Define specific heat capacity of liquid. The quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of liquid through 1 Kelvin. Hope you have find out the similarities between the two. Just the word solid and liquid are changed in the two answers. The question, if the question we have the solid, we have to write the answer for solid. If it is for liquid, the same answer we have to repeat for liquid. Just the word liquid and solid has to be interchanged. Next fifth and sixth question also remain identical. Now we can see the fifth question. Define specific heat capacity of gas at constant pressure. Now we are going to see the answer. The quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant pressure. Here in case of gas cannot be measured in kilogram, so we use the standard mole. So the answer is one quantity of heat needed to raise temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant pressure. In the question it is asked for constant pressure, so we are writing it for constant pressure. Now we can see the sixth question. Sixth question is define specific heat capacity of gas at constant volume. The quantity of heat needed to raise the temperature of 1 mole of gas through 1 Kelvin at constant volume. Here in the previous question the pressure is replaced by volume, we get the answer for the sixth question. So if we remember like this, we can easily study the four questions. Of the four questions, that is 3, 4, 5, 6, one is important for one question is sure for semester examination. It is often asked in the semester exam question papers. Now we are going to see the seventh question. State first law of thermodynamics. The heat given to the system is equal to the sum of change in internal energy of the system and work done by the system. Change in internal energy means rise in temperature, and work done by the system. So the heat given to the system is used in two ways. One is to increase the internal energy, that is to rise the temperature, and another is for doing work. Now we are going to see the eighth question. State Kelvin statement of second law of thermodynamics. It is impossible to derive a continuous supply of work from a body by cooling it cooler than the surroundings. Example, heat engines. We know heat is a form of energy. When the body gets cooled means its energy is removed. So once the energy is removed, it cannot do work, because work is the capacity. In order to do work we need energy. So if that energy is removed, it can't do work further. That is the Kelvin statement. I read the answer once again. It is impossible to derive a continuous supply of work from a body by cooling it cooler than the surroundings. The example for it is heat engines. Now we are going to see the ninth question. State Clausius statement of second law of thermodynamics. The answer is it is impossible for a self-acting machine unaided by external agency to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature. That is, we cannot naturally transfer heat from a body at lower temperature to that at a higher temperature. We need an external agency. Now look at the examples, we can easily understand. That is refrigerators, air conditioners. These are the aids, or these are the devices that helps to transfer heat from a lower body source to a higher body source. Naturally, heat flows from a high body to a low body. In order to make it flow from a low body to a high body, we need an external source. The examples are are some of the external sources. I once again read the answer. It is impossible for a self-acting machine unaided by an external agency to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature to a body at a higher temperature. Example, refrigerators and air conditioners. Now we are going to see the 10th question. Define critical temperature. This is about liquefaction of gases. We have 3 questions. These 3 are also important for semester examination. Now we can see the answer. We can see the 10th question. Define critical temperature. The answer is the temperature above which the gas cannot be liquefied, however great the pressure may be. Scientists have found out there is a critical temperature for every gas. By lowering the without lowering the temperature up to that critical temperature, the gas cannot be liquefied whatever great the pressure applied may be. That temperature is called critical temperature. Below the critical temperature, by applying the critical pressure, the gas can be liquefied. Above the critical temperature, the gas cannot be liquefied however great the pressure applied may be. Now we have the 11th question. Define critical pressure. The minimum pressure needed to liquefy gas at critical temperature. That when the gas is at a critical temperature, we need a minimum pressure. That pressure is called critical pressure. The next question we have is the critical volume. The critical volume is the volume of unit mass of gas when it is at its critical temperature and critical pressure. When the gas is at the critical temperature and pressure, the volume of unit mass of gas is called called the critical volume. Now the 13th question we are going to see. What are the disadvantages of cascade process? The answer is the lowest temperature obtained in this process is minus 160 degrees centigrade. Therefore, this process cannot be used to liquefy hydrogen and helium whose critical temperature are lower than minus 160 degrees centigrade. These are some of the questions we are seeing in this video. Now given below is a reminder for you to subscribe and to enable the notification button. Those who have already subscribed, thank you. Now we can see some another short questions. Here I have given some questions. First let us see the question. What is heat conduction? Second question is what is heat convection? Third question is what is heat radiation? Fourth question is what are the modes of heat transfer? Fifth question is state any 3 postulates of kinetic theory of gases. Sixth question is write any 3 properties of thermal radiation. 7. Define isothermal change. 8. Define adiabatic process. 9. What is Carnot engine? 10. What are the parts of Carnot engine? I hope you know the answers for this question. If you didn't know, please look at my previous video that I have uploaded for engineering physics for second semester. Please learn. If you need me to upload the answer, please comment. Thank you.